Our Polana raspberries have been producing for about a week. Today's the 24th of August. So they're ripening up about the same time the tomatoes start to get real ripe. And these, remember, the Polana raspberries in this row were cut clear to the ground. There wasn't anything, right down to the dirt. All these canes are brand new. All these canes came up this year. There wasn't anything there in April. And they're about 4 feet on the average, 5 feet tall. And they're just loaded with fruit, but they're starting to ripen. So you can see I've begun to pick. This is a 60-foot row, and I'll pick about a gallon, maybe a little over a gallon this first picking. Today's the 24th of August. And this is a medium to large rated. On the ends of the rows, you're gonna, down where the plants aren't so healthy, you're gonna get a smaller berry, but down in the center of the row where there's lots of green and lusciousness, you're gonna get a 4 and 5 gram berry. It's been really hot, so what I've seen this year is a little bit of crumbliness in some of the berries, and it's not just this brand. I just picked Himbo Top and Himbo Top, Autumn Britain. They're just on the dry side, just a little bit dry from the heat. Not all the berries, but some of the berries are showing signs of being dry. This doesn't. This looks just fine. Let's pull him off of there. Picking raspberries in the fall is a little bit easier, I think, than picking in the spring, because the berries are sometimes twice the size of the July bearing raspberries. Now, if you're picking fall variety, those will be larger in the spring, but any Canbys, Titans, where they only produce once a year on the Flora cane, on the previous year's canes, those are going to tend to be smaller. You'll have large berries in there, but most of them will be medium size. See them hiding down underneath. Grab those. Yeah, these are 3 and 4 gram berry. But they're hanging out here everywhere. Picking raspberries is a little slower also than picking strawberries. Strawberries add up in your pan a little bit faster than picking raspberries. With raspberries, you have to be quite patient, making sure not to break off the stems. So when I'm not holding a camera, I'm normally holding the stem with my left hand or right hand, holding the stem with one hand and picking with another hand, so that I can hold it up. Let's pick an example here. I can hold the stem up and then more easily see what I'm picking and pick with the other hand. Here's an example. You gotta hold it back, and then you can see those 4, 5, 6 berries there. The cane of the Polana is somewhat pokery. And it's hard to focus in on those stickers. But boy, they're there. They're just on the stickery side. You would call them thorns, not bumps. So they're not like a Heritage, and they're not like a Himbo Top. We grow them because one of the more famous Boise, Idaho agriculture extension service volunteers grew them, and he has them on his list of things to grow, including Caroline, Polana, and Autumn Britain. The new Joan Jay variety is a new patent, so he didn't know about that before he passed away. Joan J is a fall-bearing, large rated raspberry. Himbo Top is large to extra large, and that's what we found. But these are well established and they produce a large berry and we're happy with them. I just may not need so many raspberries, and so sometimes we take out a row. Sometimes we add a row, depending on what's happening in the garden. Planned for that year. Some nice raspberries. Don't want to lose them all, but they fall on the ground if I'm not careful. Like that. Okay, back to picking. These are Polana raspberries. They look really nice. Nice and plump. A round berry for the most part.